Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and right now I have about $5,000 invested on PredictIt, and I'm going to go over what my favorite market is right now. If I could only put money into one market, what would it be? Well, that market is this one right here, and that is who will win the 2022 US Senate election in Utah. Now, my approach on PredictIt is probably different than most. My approach is to pretty much find bonds, and when I say bonds, I mean safe bets, bets that aren't going to lose. Yeah, you can buy markets at like 10 cents, the long shots, and try to like quadruple your money or multiply it exponentially. But my main strategy here on PredictIt is to buy bonds to pretty much protect my money against inflation. I don't really go for a lot of long shots. Not saying I don't do it at all, but for the most part, I look at markets like this. And the reason I like this market so much is because it's a market that I think is a lock priced at 84 cents. You don't really, a lot of the markets that I consider to be locks, like Texas governor, Florida governor, those are like in the 90s or very high 80s. But this is a lock market, in my opinion, that's priced at 84 cents. So you can get a pretty good 15% return on your money here. And that's why I have $444 invested in it, and we'll be putting in more in the future. So how this market is working is that there will be no Democratic challenger to Mike Lee, who's the Republican incumbent here. His challenger is going to be independent Evan McMullin, who is a CIA ruling class stooge, neocon to the bone. Now, we pretty much saw this play out in 2016. Donald Trump, his main challenger in the state of Utah was not Hillary Clinton, but it was Evan McMullin, who is running as an independent. And a lot of people thought Evan McMullin, because he was a Mormon from Utah with a CIA background and all that, could defeat Donald Trump, who got defeated very badly in the Utah primary by Ted Cruz, because Utah has a lot of Mormon voters, and Mormons vote very differently than the average Republican. Yes, Utah and Idaho, the two states with the largest concentration of Mormon populations, are very deep red, but they support a certain kind of red. Presentation matters a lot to them, and when I say presentation, they want to vote for someone who's nice, someone who is, not basically not Donald Trump, and that was the thought process behind Evan McMullin in 2016. They thought if Evan McMullin, who stood no chance nationally, but if he could at least deny Donald Trump his 6 electoral votes in Utah, that would go a long way to ensure Hillary Clinton got elected. But the thing is, Donald Trump ended up destroying Evan McMullin. It wasn't even close. I don't think Evan McMullin won any counties. It was a total bloodbath. And I think the same thing's going to play out here. But the difference is Mike Lee is not Donald Trump. Mike Lee he hasn't done anything to betray the voters of Utah. He's been a very solid conservative voter in the Senate. And he's not like brash. He's not abrasive. He conducts himself in a very calm demeanor. So I just don't see how Evan McMullin stands a chance here. I mean, what is he going to attack Mike Lee for? What is he going to attack Mike Lee for? Like, what does Evan McMullin provide that Mike Lee doesn't? And that's the thing. I think Utah voters are smart enough to see that Evan McMullin is a CIA ruling class neocon stooge that will do things like start more wars in the Middle East and suck up to the Biden administration. Because that's the thing. Evan McMullin, if you look at, he's very anti-Republican. He is a Lincoln Project candidate. All he does is attack Republicans and support Democrats, and I just don't think Utah's going to go for that. But the thought process is that if all the Democrats in the state combined with the more moderate Republicans vote for Evan McMullin, he can beat Mike Lee. I just don't think there's enough Democrats in the state, and I don't think there's enough Republicans out there that are willing to do that. It's very hard to beat an incumbent. It's very hard to beat a popular incumbent like Mike Lee, and someone like Evan McMullin doesn't provide enough to do that, which is why I think this market is very safe. I think it's a safe 15% return on investment here, and that's why it's my favorite market. Mike Lee's not going to lose, guys. So that wraps it up for this video. If I could only place money in one market, I would max out right here on Republican yes or independent no. Guaranteed 15% return on your money if you can just wait another 5 months until November. And that wraps it up for this video. Stay tuned for more political Seer betting videos like this one.